Welcome to Turbo Reviews. This will be a review of Transformers Reveal the Shield Turbo Trax. Okay, so, right out of the package, Trax is one good-looking car. His colors invoke his G1 counterpart, being primarily blue, with red and yellow flame decoration on the tar hood. His windows are done in mostly transparent plastic, except for the rear window, which is painted black. He also rolls very well on all four wheels. While Trax's alternate mode is no longer a Corvette like his Generation 1 figure, it definitely has that fast sports car feel to it. My only complaint, and it's a minor one, is that I'm not too keen about the hood decoration. While I'm happy it's there, it looks more like a tattoo than the more stylized flames he had years ago. Still, Trax's alternate mode gets a 9. Transformation time. Start, change, weapon storage, change, finish. Transformation is somewhat complicated, but not frustrating. Changing Trax into robot mode feels intuitive, and parts do what you think they should, especially if you already have Generation 1 Trax. In robot mode, Trax is all kinds of awesome. This figure, as an update to Generation 1 Trax, just does everything better. Even the head sculpt is great, being very accurate to the G1 animation. Hands are both detailed, and a welcome change from the usual closed fist a lot of the figures get. I really like how they worked in the wings without them seeming tacked on. His feet are a bit loose, but I think it may be just that my figure happened to slip by Hasbro's excellent quality control. Light sarcasm. He does have a backpack, but it's nothing too distracting, especially when you take into account that it does invoke the feel of the Generation 1 figure. The more I look at this robot, the more I understand why he's characterized as being vain. He just looks that good. Both robot mode and transformation receive a 9. Trax's accessories include 2 missile launchers that can attach as extra exhausts on the sides in car mode. They also attach behind his hood in robot mode, utilizing a clip system Hasbro has become fond of recently. The missiles don't really launch. He also has a gun that can store away in car mode. The gun itself is okay, I guess, but it's nothing too fantastic. Articulation in robot mode is near excellent. Trax has ball joints and swivels that allow for a variety of poses. Arms are hindered somewhat by the wings, and the knees don't quite bend as much as they should. Still, if you have him, and you need to pose him, you'll find a position you like him in. As it is, articulation score is a 9. Trax's only gimmick is one common to the Reveal the Shield line, and is the one sore spot on an otherwise stellar figure. The faction symbol is replaced by a heat-sensitive shield. Rubbing it reveals whether this figure is an Autobot or a Decepticon. I had a little trouble getting the shield to reveal an Autobot symbol, despite being in a moderately warm room, and my skin temperature being fairly warm as well. Gimmick gets a 7. It's not terrible, I'm just more a fan of traditional faction symbols. When figuring out the overall score, I usually factor in all 5 aspects: alternate mode, robot mode, transformation, articulation, and gimmicks. But I'm doing something slightly different this time, because while his gimmick isn't one of my favorites, it's really only aesthetic in nature, and it doesn't detract from the quality of the figure, so I decided to ignore the gimmick score when figuring out the total. And so, overall, Trax gets a 9. This is a truly stellar figure. He has his faults, as do most Transformers, but if Trax is indicative of what's to come in the Reveal the Shield line, then we're in for some awesome figures in the coming months. If you have him, you know how great he is. If you don't have him, go out and get him. I highly, highly recommend him. Seriously, what are you waiting for? This has been a Turbo Review. Thanks for watching. Please rate, comment, and subscribe if you like what you saw here. See you soon.